Just want to give you an update on Father Pavone. This is to give you more of an understanding of what happened to Father Pavone. Apparently on Twitter, a disgruntled Biden supporter got into it with Father Pavone, and Father Pavone admits that he did use a word particularly against this particular man, and that was one of the reasons that the Vatican used to take away his priesthood, which is terrible, because everybody makes mistakes. It's forgivable. But here I want you to hear what Father Pavone says, but they use this particular situation to get Father Pavone out of the priesthood. As I told you before, this is back in 2017, that Bishop Zarek, Patrick Zarek, wanted him out. And he told him that he was too aggressive in his stance on abortion. And also, we also know that many of the bishops and the cardinals have good friends with the Democrat Party. We know the church is infiltrated by the Democrats, and we know there's an agenda. So they used this situation on Twitter as a reason to get him out, but the real reason was because of his stance on abortion. Let's listen to Father Pavone.
My Twitter interactions in just a moment, because you'll really laugh at this one, this hilarious efforts to criticize me. I mean, listen, I've said this before. You know, I've got to have the dumbest enemies in the world. I mean, we all have enemies, right? Mine have got to qualify as absolutely the dumbest. Well, we'll get back to that in a moment. But somebody was saying to me on Twitter the other day, oh no, it was earlier today. They says, well, if the church is going to talk politics, you know, then maybe we should start taxing the church. Okay, so when it comes to my message, the politics we're talking about is, you know, Pelosi and Biden should not be supporting abortion. They should not be advocating for abortion on demand, and neither should any politician. The purpose of government is the protection of life. So all we're trying to say is stop killing babies. I mean, that's really my message. Some people say, oh, Father Frank, you have a hard job, you know, fighting abortion full time. That must be a hard job. No, it's not. It's the easiest job in the world. Friends, this is the easiest issue in the world to articulate. It's 4 words. You don't kill babies. Did I ever think that my whole life, my whole ministry would be trying to convince people, hey, you don't kill babies? Could somebody please tell me what's wrong with that message? You don't kill babies. No. We're not going to be fooled here. We know there's nothing wrong with this message. It's the baby killers that want to silence us. It's the friends of the baby killers that want to silence us. Sorry, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. You know what you would have to do to silence me about the message of abortion? Again, we're talking about the message of abortion here. Let's be clear. We're just trying to say you don't kill babies. You'd have to kill me. You have to cut out my tongue. Of course, that wouldn't work either, because then I'd learn sign language pretty darn fast.
Wow, what a priest. Isn't he amazing that he would give his life up for this message of pro-life? I wonder how many Catholics would, how many bishops, how many cardinals, if our own Pope would give their life for the pro-life message. God bless Father Pavone. I want to show you this next clip. Father Pavone points out to Cardinal McElroy. He says, pay attention. There are people in this church, the Catholic Church, who are pushing the Democratic agenda. They are talking the Democratic way. I'm going to show you this clip where Father Pavone points out that the church is pushing the Democratic agenda, which is abortion and sodomy. Here's the clip.
There are some in the church, Cardinal McElroy, pay attention, who are simply spouting Democrat talking points. Knock it off, okay? Knock it off. They're just spouting Democrat talking points. And then they complain to us that we're spouting Republican talking points, as if stopping the dismemberment of a baby is a partisan issue. It's not a partisan issue.
Okay, so this last clip I'm going to show you, Father does admit that he did use a bad word on Twitter. It's forgivable, okay? This priest is so holy and so needed in our church right now, but the church is using this one Small failure of fathers to get rid of him. They're using it as an excuse. You know why? Because he's very assertive about abortion being murder. And the church doesn't want him talking about this anymore. They want to silence him. That's why they're using this one particular situation that happened on Twitter as an excuse to get rid of him. But the real reason they want to get rid of him is because he is aggressive in trying to stop abortion, which we all should be as Catholics, but we aren't. We need to get more aggressive about stopping abortion. Here's the clip where Father admits what happened on Twitter.
There's no secret here. People who criticize me, I told you, I used the word GD in a response to somebody in a tweet, and for that they want to throw me out of the priesthood. It's not because of that. It's because of the emphasis we put on abortion. It's because of the fact that we're making the Democrats feel so uncomfortable. We're shining the light in the darkness. We're getting people motivated to vote these people out of office. And some in the church are, in with the deep state.
So there you have it. Father Pavone has told you the reason why he was taken down from his priestly duties, a very forgivable thing. He got angry and upset with somebody on Twitter. They use it as an excuse to get rid of Father Pavone because they have an agenda, a democratic agenda. They have an agenda to push pro-abortion and pro-sodomy. And they had to get rid of Father Pavone. They had to use some excuse. They've been trying to get rid of him since 2017. And not only did they get rid of him, they took away his priestly duties. So continue to support Father Pavone and his ministry. God bless.